So let me go for the important note for this. The first identities, that all the three identities we have learned. So we will write it down now. Once again, the trigonometric identities, and that all the three identities I will write it down. Remember, I will write it down all the three identities just to make a note of it separately, so it will be better for you. The first identity is sine square a plus cos square a, that is equals to 1. This is the first identity. Okay. The second identity what we have is, see, it is sine and cos is finished. Now we have a tan. So we can write down tan square a plus 1 is equals to secant square a. This is the second identity what we have learned now only. And the third identity what we have learned now is cot square a plus 1, that is equals to cosecant square a. Okay, these are the three identities we have learned. And remember, we can shuffle them between. So what is that? Cos square I can write it down first. Then I can write down the sine square a, that is equals to 1 only. It won't make any changes because here only I am changing. Okay, commutative property of addition we are doing. So here you have plus and here you have 1 plus. Here we have tan square a, that is also secant square a itself. It won't make any changes. Similarly, here I can write down first plus 1 plus, then I can write down cot square a, that is equals to cosecant square a. It is the same formula, same identity what we have. Only we have changed the terms here and there. We have changed the terms because it is an addition in between them. So we have changed the terms. So the formula won't make any changes. So this is not the big issue for us. So you can write it down or you can understand it better. But now what I'm saying, we have to concentrate more. So what is this? The thing is, see here, the second, in this only I will write it down sub formula. What is the sub formula we have? So sometime we want the sine square a. Only we want the value of sine square a. How we can find the sine square a formula using the first identity? How we can use the sine square a plus cos square a is equals to 1, and how we can find the sine square a value? Will you say?
Sine square a is equals to 1 minus cos square a.
Yes, very good, Kirti. So
Yes,
here
sir.
also same thing we have to do. The one what we have, that we will keep it here only. But here we have to shift this cos square a. On the left right hand side, it will become minus cos square a. See, the same formula, we have made only one change. We have shifted the cos square a to the other side so that we can find the sine square a easily. So this is the actual one more formula what we have. But remember this formula, you can derive this also very easily. Second one also very easily. Similarly, if I will move further for one more thing. So now I don't want the sine square a to find. I want the cos square to find. Cos square a to find. The formula will remain same. So what will happen in this formula? We have to keep that 1 on the right hand side as it is. But I want the cos square a. So I want to shift now what? Sine square a on the other side. So when I shift the sine square a on the other side, it will become minus sine square a. So here we found the sine square a is equals to 1 minus cos square a. Similarly, the cos square a is equals to 1 minus sine square a. So you understood the thing, what is going on here? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no doubt regarding this. I think so.
Yes, sir.
So it is based on the identity only. So these are the three things what we can do. Similarly, I want to find now only tan square a. I want to find only tan square a. So what is the tan square a is equals to? In the identity we can do. Yes, Vidya. Okay.
Sec square a minus 1.
Yes, secant square a. In that we have to shift this plus 1 on the other side. It will become minus 1. So obviously we found one more formula. That is nothing but tan square a we can find using this formula. That is secant square a minus 1, because 1 I am shifting to the other side. Plus 1 will turn to negative 1. So you understood this formula also, I think so. So now I want the answer in terms of a constant. So that is nothing but 1 I want to get the final answer. So I will take the secant square a as it is, and I am shifting the tan square a on the other side. That will become minus tan square. So you can have that secant square a, if you are minusing with the tan square a, you are going to get the 1. And this is also very important. secant square a minus tan square a, that is equals to 1. It is similar to this. Sin square a plus cos square is equals to 1. But here we have addition, but here we have negative. That is, first it must be written as secant. So this is a very famous formula. Secant square a minus tan square is equals to 1, because in terms of constant value we are going to get. Similarly, we will do the same procedure for this third formula also. So I want the cos square a as the answer. So obviously cosecant square a will remain in its place. It won't make any changes. Plus 1, it is going on the other side. It will become minus 1. So cos square a can be found by cosecant square a minus 1. Similarly, I can write it down the final answer as a 1 by shifting the cos square. So cosecant square a minus cos square a, that is equals to 1. So these are the sub formulas what you have to learn. But these sub formulas what we have done here, this is done by the main three identities. So these are the three identities you have to remember. If you remember these three identities, it will be easier for you to go through the any type of a problem which we can solve. Okay, any doubt regarding these three identities? Sin square plus
No,
cos
sir.
square a, tan square a plus 1, that is equal to secant square a, and cos square a plus 1 is equal to cosecant square a. Any doubt if you have, you can ask. They will ask in terms of convert this sin square a, what we have got that, they will tell you to find the sin a value. Sometime they will ask what is sin a value. So you know the sin a is nothing but opposite by adjacent. But based on this formula, trigonometric ratio, how you can write it down, what is sin a? So here we have the sin a is equals to sin a square is equals to formula. We will use this and we will write it down in terms of sin a. What is sin a is equals to? So here we have sin square a. So I will write down sin square is equals to 1 minus cos square a we have. So I can convert this sin square a in terms of sin a. What I have to do? If you want to convert that sin square a in terms of sin a, what I have to do?
Shift square.
Yes, we have to shift this square on the other side. It will become root. So sin a value is nothing but 1 minus cos square a. Okay, root of 1 minus cos square a. Similarly, if you want to have that cos square a value like this way, and if tomorrow I will ask, I want that cos a value, how we can write down the cos a value in terms of sine? See, this is the sine in terms of cos. See, remember it, sine value in terms of cos. Now you have to write it down cos in terms of sine. So how you can write down cos in terms of sine? Same thing, this formula will apply. Now you shift this square on the other side. What will happen if you shift the square on the other side? Root. So it will be 1 minus sine square a. Cos a we can write it down in terms of sine using cos a is equals to root 1 minus sine square a. Similarly, we can apply for the other. That is nothing but we have here tan square a is equals to secant square a. So we will say you to convert the tan a in terms of secant. So similar, the square I am shifting on the other side, it will become square root of secant square a minus 1. Similarly, I will tell you to find what is secant a in terms of tan. What is the answer? Secant a I want in terms of a tan. What will be the answer? I can't take this formula. This identity we can't use because it is having secant here only, tan here only. So I have to use
tan square a plus 1.
Yes, that is nothing but root of the square I am bringing to the right and left hand side. It will become square root. That is nothing but tan square a plus 1. It will remain tan square a plus 1 only on the left hand side. So I have written the tan square a plus 1 only, but square I am shifting to the other side. Similarly, at the end of this thing, we have cos square a plus 1 is equal to cosecant square a. I want the final answer in terms of a cosecant a. So the rule is same, cosecant a we have to finding. The cosecant a is equal to here we have. So we are shifting this square on the other side. It will become square root. So square root of cot square a plus 1. So that is equal to cosecant a value. Similarly, lastly we want in terms of cot a. So cot A value also similar. So we are shifting this square on the other side. So what will happen? Root of cosecant square A minus 1. So these are the main, again in terms of sine, cos, tan, cosecant, cot and secant. So these are the things we have learned. Now, okay, all of you have written this. First, I want to know, all of you have written this?
Yes, sir, written.
Okay, no problem. If you have written, no problem. I hope you have understood this. You have understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone have a doubt means you can ask me, no problem. Because now what I'm going to teach for the next, no, it will take, you have to think hard. You have to think hard. For that purpose, I'm asking, if you have a doubt, answer to me. Otherwise, no problem. Okay. I hope you don't have any doubt. Now my question is, this is the sine in terms of a cos. This is a cos in terms of a sine. And here we have tan in terms of secant, secant in terms of tan, cosecant in terms of cot, and cot in terms of cosecant. Take down one question. Take down one question. Express tan in terms of cos. Here you have to convert a tan in terms of a cos theta or cos A. You are not supposed to use here sin A, because you know tan, if you want to convert in terms of a cos, you know one formula, tan A is equals to sin A divided by cos A. That formula you already know. But the question is, you have to convert the tan in terms of only cos A only, not using any other function. You can't use any other side like sine, cot, secant or cosecant. You have to write it in terms of what? Cos only. So how it is possible? So to do this, you need the identities. So here we have that identities, that is nothing but tan square A in terms of a secant, that we will consider. That is, we have got already. Tan A is equals to what? Root of secant square A minus 1. Yes, that identity we have to use. So one problem I will solve you, and later on you can write it down. So I will take here tan square A plus 1 is equals to secant square A. All of you concentrate here. So here, very importantly, I'm shifting the 1 on the other side. So we got as tan square A is equals to secant square A minus 1. This you understood because already explained to you. Now I want the tan in terms of tan. No? So I will not take the square, I will take the tan only. Tan A is equals to root secant square A minus 1. Root secant square A minus 1. Okay. The next part is very important. I want the answer in terms of cos itself. So here we have a secant. How we can change the secant in terms of a cos? Anyone?
1 by cos.
Yes, because secant A is nothing but 1 by cos. That we know. So write it down that the root of secant can be written as 1 by cos A the whole square. Because the square I have to take outside, minus 1. So answer will become root of 1 square is 1. Here we have cos square A, and here you have minus 1. That is equals to tan A. If you want, you can complete this answer. That is nothing but this is our reason behind it. So we can complete this answer. So take that LCM cos square A. So if you want, you can do that. Otherwise, you can keep it this much only. No problem. Because afterwards, if you'll shift that cos square A on the other side, because you are finding the root of that. So here we have root of 1 minus 1 and cos square A for LCM is cos square A itself. And here we have cos square A. So don't change that 1 minus cos square A sin square A. Again, it will become very lengthy. So stop it here only. And this is your answer, or this is your answer. So you have converted a tan in terms of a cos. So here only you stop it. Otherwise, it will be confusion afterwards if you will continue further. Answer is correct. But what you will do, it may be having like this way. Tan A is equals to root of 1 minus cos square A divided by cos square A, because here you have taken the cos square A as a LCM and you have multiple cos square A here. 1 minus cos square a, you will go again back to sin square a divided by cos square a. And root we have sin square by cos square is tan square again. Root square root get cancelled. Again it became tan a. So everything you have missed it and you have written in terms of again tan a. I am not asking about the tan a. So when you will get the cos a as the answer, there only you have to stop it. So like this way you can convert a tan in terms of what? Cos. Okay, any doubt you have here? I have converted tan in terms of a cos. So for your work, for you, I will give you one question, write it down. You have to convert, for your understanding purpose, I will give one problem for you. You have to convert sin a in terms of secant a. Let me see that. Sin a, you have to convert in terms of secant a. Let me see which identity you will apply or what you are going to apply. Sin a and secant a. You have to convert sin a in terms of secant a. So which identity you are going to apply? It is left to you.